what's up? What's going on? I'm Luna the Illest Witch, and today I want to tell you guys the story about how I manifested $1 million. So I manifested $1 million, and ever since I've been living rich and lavishly. But that was not because of that $1 million, and here's why. I manifested $1 million. The universe listened to me, and I'm going to tell you all about how I did that and how that was possible. Basically, the main source of how I manifest is scripting. I script in the morning and I script at night. Okay, and along with scripting, these two kind of go together a little bit, is gratitude. Okay, so scripting, gratitude, and visualization are going to be the three big ones that we're going to talk about, as well as time, the time that you are manifesting, because time of day and even time of month have to do with manifesting, and when it is successful and when it is less successful, or what types of things you can manifest as opposed to what things you shouldn't be trying to manifest. So the best times to manifest are in the day, like right when you wake up, and at nighttime, like right before you're about to go to bed. So basically, like right after you wake up and you're like, winding up to start your day. And then at bedtime, when you're winding down to tell your body, okay, it's time to go to sleep. So the first thing that I do when I wake up is I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, 3 reasons to have gratitude that I'm going to focus on for the whole day, all right? As well as that, with those 3 gratitudes, I set my intention for my day, all right? Now, the intention that I set for the day is based on what I wrote the night before. At nighttime, I write, again, 3 gratitudes. So 3 things that happened in the day to be grateful for. And then you set an intention for long-term goals, all right? So the morning is the intention just for that day, so short-term, and then the nighttime is the intention for long-term going forward. So that is why in the morning, the short-term goal that you set should be a step in the long-term goal. So that is why it stems from what you write the night before, or what I write the night before. I'm never going to tell you how to manifest. I will only tell you ways that it can be done, and then it's up to you to find the best way that works for you and the best way that you are comfortable with and that you can put good emotion and good energy into. I'm happy to work with anybody. My time is not free. I will tell anybody that right off the bat. I'm not going to try to like reel you in and then be like, oh, by the way, like, I don't help people for free, which that isn't necessarily true. Like, if we're like commenting back and forth or even messaging back and forth and like, I really don't think I can help you, I might just give you like a tip or two, like maybe try this or that, or like, I don't know, a motivational something, and then that'll be it. There will be no further contact. But if we're really gonna like make a plan for you and like just a schedule and goals and like steps to fix your life, and I'm going to continue to work with you, then that is when that would be considered pretty much a life coach and an energy worker, and that's where my time isn't necessarily for free. So one thing that I do want to touch on quickly, it's 2:22 right now a.m. I've been seeing that a lot, 222s, which usually means it's time to make a change or change is coming. And it's not negative or positive because the universe does not know negative and positive. It is simply there's going to be a change, and I might be happy about it. I might not be, but it probably will help me in the long run. That's what 2s and angel numbers initially mean, like on just scratching the surface and not really talking about it. Anyway, so manifesting my $1 million, right? In the morning and at night, after I do my gratitudes and set my intention, I do my scripting. Now, for your scripting, you're going to want to have one journal that you do manifestation scripting in, and that is it, okay? That's the only thing that you're going to do in that journal. The energy of that journal is always like positive energy of like, this is going to happen, all right? This is my life. This is who I'm identifying as, and anything you write in that book is for keeps, all right? Like for realsies. So the book that I got, get a journal that you really love, okay? I mean, it doesn't have to be special at all or anything, but the journal that I got says, messy bun and get stuff done. All right? Messy bun and get stuff done. And then it has a bookmark, which is pretty common in journals, but the part that says messy bun and get stuff done, that opens up and there's two little magnets in there, and then that goes to the inside of the journal. But another thing you'll notice is that the pages are silver. So that was something that I really loved, that embellishment there. So right off the bat, when I pick up this journal, I have a good feeling, all right? Like I see it, it's very pretty, it's very nice. I enjoy writing in it. And I also try to find a pen that writes nicely. This is a gel pen. It is glittery. It kind of writes a little bit silver, but you can still see it on the page. I have my pen and my journal that I enjoy writing in. That gives me a nice feeling whenever I start. And then what you want to do when you're scripting is what I like to, when I set my intentions, I like to write something on the beginning of the page for the next day. So what I have on tomorrow's page is, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So what you want to do is you want to put the current date, and you want to write things as if you already have them and you already know what it feels like to have them. And another thing about manifesting money, and more so big sums of money, is it has to be realistic to you, okay? It has to be an amount of money that you believe that you can get. And the percentage of your manifestations coming true gets lower and lower with the more restrictions you set around it, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, you can put, like, even if you only say like $10,000 because that's like what feels realistic to you, like that's an amount of money that you can resonate with the feeling of having it, that you know, wouldn't like not know what to do with if it was put in your hands. Like, just okay, let's say $10,000, not that much money at all, and whatever. So say that you are scripting, like, oh my gosh, I am so grateful that today I won $10,000. Now, already you have the restriction of one on there. You can only win that money now based on your manifestation. So you can't earn it. You can't just come into it. You can't, so if you see what I'm getting at, that's already one restriction, saying I want it. But so basically what I mean by a restriction, as you're seeing, is like, if you were to script, I'm so grateful today that I won the lottery, that I won $10,000 from the lottery. So now, based on your manifestation, you have put a way that it would have to happen, and that is adding limits to it, because if it's not going to happen that way, now it can't happen at all. If you had left it open-ended, then, it would have more ways to come through. So basically, the kind of scripting you want to do, you want to put like, I'm so grateful today that everything happened in the best case scenario that it could, and that I came into that large sum of money that I had been hoping for some time now, and that I had enough to pay all of my bills, share some with my loved ones, donate a little bit, put away a little bit, invest a little bit, treat myself a little bit, and still have some to keep for myself. I mean, that's like literally how I script, but still, that is putting some limitations on it because, I mean, that's a lot of things in one. But basically, what I'm saying in that scripting is that I haven't done the math and added it all up, so I don't know what large sum amount of money I would need to be able to do all of those things. So that's basically what I'm saying in that manifestation scripting is a large sum of money. When you write that, you kind of leave stuff open ended so the universe can work out the hows and the whys. And, you know, it's almost like daily affirmations. So, like, you can write things a couple times so that your subconscious can really soak it up. And you just keep doing that, scripting like that. And you do it in the morning when you wake up, and you do it at night before you go to bed, because that's when your subconscious is most open to suggestion. And that way, like when you write at night and you go to bed at night, you can sleep on it. Like your brain can think up new ways. And then in the morning when you wake up, like literally, because something happens where the human brain can only make like pretty much like 7, I think it is, wise decisions, or like, you know, really good decisions. Like the human brain, that's about as much decision making as it can take in a day. So once you waste those, you're gonna make shit decisions pretty much, or it's just left to chance, unless you have planned it and scripted it out and, you know, scheduled it pretty much. So you can only make 7 decisions. So when you wake up and you need answers, you are able to really get some badass answers. So you sleep on it and then you wake up and then you can kind of think about kind of what to do. And so that is why in the morning you write and at night you write. So the other thing that we talked about was visualization. So that is one thing with the spell work that I have on some of my playlists for manifestation and manifesting more money. Visualization is big in spell work because it's really, you set your intention and then you try to pull energies like from the elements and the earth into your spell work to use that energy to flow the intention instead of like tapping out your energy. But at the same time, especially with candle magic, because you'll be staring at a flame like meditation, at the same time, we really use a lot of visualization. Like, I know there was one where we visualized, I think it was the cinnamon money charm. If you haven't checked out that video, I will link that at the end of this video. But the cinnamon money charm, we touched it to our pulse points while saying words, and we visualized money raining down on us. Like, I even said this in the video, not like a strip club, like raining dollar bills, but, you know, just like a shower of money raining down on you. So visualization like that is how you manifest. You visualize it because honestly, your brain does not know the difference. Like when it hears things and when you do visualization and writing and scripting everything, your brain doesn't know the difference to if an event actually happened or not. When you feel the emotions, the brain will take that and run with it, and that's good enough, like, for our brain. So you get your brain basically doing these visualizations, and you start training it to do that, and the universe will bring you what it is that you are manifesting with visualization, because the universe doesn't like the empty space in between it from when it was there and now all of a sudden it is, and you were visualizing it. So the universe will bring that to you in a manifestation to fill in that chunk of time. And it's the same thing with the scripting. When you're writing today's date on it over and over and over, and you've done it for a week, and you've done it for 2 weeks, you've done it for a month, and you've done it for a couple of months, and you know, you just keep doing it, and then like writing the current date on it that these things are coming to you, and then the universe pulls because it doesn't like the empty space, like when it wasn't that way and now it is, and that wasn't your identity, and now that's how you identify, and it will pull those things to you, and that is how you manifest. So here is the kicker. The $1 million wasn't good for shit. But I have still been financially stable, and that is, I'm going to attest that from moving energy around where it needed to be moved around too. So, although I'm going to call this $1,000,000 a dud, because I think maybe I plugged in the how-tos too much with this, or I didn't give the universe enough time. Like, I wanted it in a very short span of time, so maybe I said too large of an amount of money. Or maybe honestly, I just couldn't picture having $1,000,000 like right off the bat, and like so more so a fake $1,000,000 is what really resonated with me. But the funny thing is that there is a motorcycle on it. Like, see that $1,000,000? Okay, American biker. So the funny thing is that last summer I got my motorcycle and my motorcycle license, and literally being on the motorcycle feels like flying. It feels like $1,000,000. So maybe this is a sign from the universe saying you got your feeling of $1,000,000. That's what it feels like, and telling me to tap into that so that I can embody the feeling of having $1,000,000 and get a real $1,000,000. And in the time that I'm doing that, the universe will have time to bring in and pull the real $1,000,000 to me. Because being on my motorcycle really does feel like $1,000,000. So, oh, I didn't even tell you guys how this did come to me. So, I made a cinnamon money magnet for my father, and I made a cinnamon money magnet for my vision board as well. They were actually two separate ones that I made in the video for the vision board, and then the one I put on the vision board was the one I made in the video showing you guys how to make it. But regardless, so I made one for me, I made one for him. Like either this, like the same day, the day after, like 2 days after. I think it was either the day after or 2 days after, but he came home from work and he said that he found this $1,000,000 bill with the American biker on it. He said he found this. It was like somewhere weird, like on the floor beyond a filing cabinet or something, or it was like somebody else found it there and gave it to him or something. But basically, I was trying to manifest money for me and my family, and we did the secret check of the universe method, and I forced him to do one as well. That is the secret check from the universe. Jim Carrey did this. He wrote on the secret check from the universe, which I will link below, $10,000 for acting services rendered. And then shortly after he did that, he got the acting role, movie Dumb and Dumber, for $10,000. So, this stuff, like, that's Jim Carrey's a big name to be proving that the law of attraction works. And if you look him up in speeches that he has given about consciousness and stuff, it is very evident that Jim Carrey believes in the law of attraction and that it has worked for him. So I'm going to leave you guys the link for the secret check of the universe below. There's actually two of them. I did both. The one that me and my father did was the one that you are supposed to put in your wallet or somewhere that you'll see it every single day. Another good manifesting tool that I was using around the same time that the universe gave my father and I this fake $1,000,000 bills is bay leaves, okay? Well, and cinnamon sticks as well. So be sure to check out my money magnet making video, which I will link at the end of this video. Check out the secret check to the universe method. We'll link that, but also let me know if you want me to make a video on that. I probably will anyway, like just on that. Or I'll add it into this one because it is a way to manifest money. So yeah, I probably will. Anyway, that is how I manifested $1,000,000. Thanks so much, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like content like this, and also please do it anyway because it is helping me get to my community tab, which I am desperately after. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a video on how to manifest things in general and money and happiness and all that jazz. And leave me a comment below telling me anytime that you have tried to manifest something and the universe has a sense of humor and played a good joke on you. And please give this video a big thumbs up because it makes my heart super happy. Thank you so much, guys. And remember, if it harms none, do what you will. Thanks, guys.